Hey, Unbreakable Box Heads, I'm Tuckifer,
And I'm Enigma.
and welcome back to Quintessence, the Blighted Venom. With these birds. Oh, snap. You're a horrible hunter.
Yeah, he is.
This paranoia. I can't trust anything anymore. He shot the birds because he thought they may have been that guy transformed into an animal. It's been half a day already. What is going on in there? Half a day is a long time.
Yeah, she's in the... I forgot that she was in there.
Such an early return. Seems like living under those mongrels' conditions is too much of a chore for her spoiled self. Lunaire's condition still appears to be highly stable, however. She could probably last another year or so. But that matters not for now. In a way, her timing couldn't be better. You mean, it has been decided? Indeed. In fact, what is it? He went through that guy.
Yeah, he did.
Whoever's at the door, come in. Your tea is ready, dear Duke. Can't you see we're busy? No need to be so strict, General. Thank you, but I am not thirsty right now. Go and bring Lunaire here, however. I want to welcome her upon her safe return. Right away, dear Duke. No need to scold as such, it only arises unnecessary suspicion.
Yeah, stupid.
So as I was saying, they have already sent him over. Huh.
Who's him?
We'll find out. I figured that was her. Chapter 5. Fulfillment. I think there's only 12 chapters in the game. I think.
I forget.
You don't even know. I was the one that looked it up, not you.
I don't know, that definitely says 11.
Oh, yeah. I see. Not at all, huh? Who would have guessed that Prion is even more inferior than one would take? And that ability, the preservation of its secrecy is crucial. But you must understand that by now. Needless to say. Besides, what else good does it have other than spying on those mongrels? One would only want to change their appearance if their original form is that of an inferior being. Well put, spoken like a true Aryan. It must have been quite a tough time to get by living among those savages. Well, despite the early return, you have done tremendous deeds for Area. And in doing so, you have proven yourself worthy. Come and meet me in the dining hall in a while. My voice just tried to quit. How dare you! Only 3 minutes in. Come and meet me in the dining hall in a while. I have an announcement to make. Where's Mother? Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that. We gather here today to send a warm welcome to the return of my daughter, Lunaire. Despite the confidentiality of her mission, she has ensured the peace and well-being of Area. My warmest regards, Lady Lunaire. Truly worthy of the Duke's daughter. Great deeds have you done us, Lady Lunaire. My sincerest apologies that your mother couldn't be here. She's occupied with diplomatic duties. Diplomatic duties. And the surrounding quarters, of course. And on a related note, I have an announcement to make. Fionn and I decided that the time has come for our resignation to pass on the royal title of Duchess to Lunaire. What? In fact, the second largest Aryan quarter, the second quarter, has agreed to in a merge of nations. A merge of the two quarters. In other words, Eith Saren, the future Duke of the second quarters, has already arrived. The wedding will take place in 3 days. Oh snap, that's a problem.
A little bit.
Congratulations, Lady Lunaire. It must be a true honor to be part of such an accomplishment sought after for decades. Such splendid news. This is preposterous. I have only... That you need not worry about. All the early preparations have been assigned ahead of schedule.
Assumed. Where did you learn how to read?
It's kind of hard when it's all rolling so fast. In fact... Pleased to meet your acquaintance, Lady Lunaire. I have heard much about you, and I see that the flattering rumors are indeed true. But I have heard none of you, so I am afraid that I cannot say the same.
Wow.
Savage. Sir Heath, such rudeness! No one asked you to speak.
Ouch.
Now, no need to be so tense. Worry not, I have been priorly informed of Lady Lunaire's unusual tempers. But I am sure that it will only be a matter of time before we get used to each other's company. Each other's tempers. You sure as if you give yourself a lot of credit.
Ellipses.
Lady Lunaire, this is a royally arranged marriage. You should know that it is fixed as so. My father has great expectations for us, Lady Lunaire. I do not wish to disappoint him. Well, kind of in the middle of a journey. True enough. I suppose it would be a vain effort to fuss over this matter. I apologize for my crude behavior. It was only making the worst of the situation. See, was that so hard?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Two charming royalties. There's no reason for the two of you to not accept each other. I was sure that someone as elegant as the lovely Lady Lunaire herself would understand. Well then, over the next few days, you two can get to know each other.
Pass.
Here's a toast to the future Duke and Duchess, and the merge of the second and third quarters. Dang.
I think she came back at the wrong time.
Yeah, for real though. And we're just chilling out here being like, well, wonder when she's coming back.
Right.
Later that night.
I feel like we need a mutiny.
We don't like Lunaire that much when you really think about it though.
No.
She's still Reaver's wife. And pretended to be her for quite some time.
Yeah, who knows how long.
Where is Lady Lunaire? She should be here by now. Would you like us to go find her? No, gentlemen, wait for the lady to come herself. You'll be waiting for the rest of your life, dude.
She comes back and he's like 90 years old.
I'm ready, my dear.
Right.
Your shift is up. I will take over for now. Ah, thank you. That's obviously Lunaire. Now, isn't Sarah here somewhere?
Oh, yeah, pretty sure.
I forgot about that till just now. So she's probably in there. But still, stepping down as the Duke? How is this viable? Area is evolving, General. The titles of Duke and Duchess are becoming that of mere symbolism. As for actual power, they hold utterly none. And you will still be on the High Council. Get the irony. That Heath and Lunaire are the only method of welding the two quarters together. Fortunately, they are both simple tools to manage.
Wow.
Lunaire's interdependence on Area is inescapable, as we are all she's ever had. But when her time comes in the near future, the contract will be signed. It would be too late for anything to change. Let this be a polite gesture for my stay thus far. Have you given the pill to Heath, speaking of which? It has been done, but I still doubt the necessity of it. Lunaire has agreed to the arrangement. Isn't provoking her further with such means redundant? It never hurts to put extra assurance on such matters. Besides, she is already the subject of the Quintessence experiment. Her time is signed either way. It doesn't hurt to test another lesser drug on her. Anyhow, what's the news of Fiona and her experiments? Sorry, I'm late. Some prankster clipped my door. I can take over from now. Ah. Bummer. Oh, come on, we know it's Lunaire. I was gonna say, don't wait forever to switch out.
Right. Well, she had to be out of sight from the other guy.
So basically, she didn't trap that guy well enough, and he ended up coming for a shift thinking she was the last guard. Dang, that sucks. Doesn't send a good impression to be late on a first date, you know. A date as late as taking place during the night? What's to complain about? Why are those two here? We are guards, Lady Lunaire. I'm not blind. What's there to guard about in the middle of the Royal District of Area?
Right.
Besides, it wouldn't be too convenient, would it? True enough. Leave us, guards. You are dismissed. But we are ordered to stay on guard. And I ordered you as the future Duke to be dismissed. But you heard him. As you wish, Sir Heath.
Bye-bye now.
Go.
Shoot. Shoot. Shoot, fly, don't bother us. They're not flying.
Why don't you just turn and kill him? Lady Lunaire, I have to tell you something. Your father is a wary man. He worries that we would not get along. That's unnecessary now, isn't it? I think so too. But he gave me this. This doesn't hurt to test another lesser drug on her. All he said was it was something that can keep you attached to me. It'd be rather redundant, wouldn't it? That's what he said. Indeed. I just felt that it would strengthen our trust to share this with you. But of course, do not tell your father this. Why would I? I will dispose this tomorrow. Keep it secret. It is still the middle of the night. Would it not wake people from their sleep? The walls are well insulated, and besides, why would one mind the calming sound of Lady Lunaire's playing? That was wrong. My apologies, it's been a while since I last played. But he is giving it to her anyway. I bet she sensed it. Such splendid performance. Why did you stop? Oh well, you must be tired. Here, let's just have a drink. She can sense things like that with the Quintessence. Why don't we take a walk first instead? Ah, you messed up, boy. Please save. Oh, jeez.
I don't want to know what's coming.
Actually, hey. We're going to go ahead and stop this episode a few minutes or so early because of the fact that I don't know if this is going to go into another long cutscene again. I don't want to get stuck. So I'd rather have an episode run a little short than run way over.
Definitely.
So, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Quintessence, The Blighted Venom. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like, leave a comment, all that stuff. Let us know the other games you'd like to see us play, or if you have any suggestions on things you'd like to see.
And we'll see you in a little bit.
A lot of it.
Dirty bit.
And, if you made it to this point in the video, put,
Savage.
in the comments. Sure.